Well, everyone, greetings. Thank you for joining us for a holiday for this week, or as a webinar, webinar, webinar and holiday. All right. Okay, we go into messages and then the Q&A questions. Here we go. Greetings to you. This is Archangel Gabriel. Yes, love and light to your society, your planet society. Yes, there are many resets. There's a financial reset. There's a soul reset. Of course, you imagine you've heard much of this already. There is a dawn of a new age that you are going into. Yes, some mark it as a date, but it's mostly about the planets than the date itself. But yes, this is basically, yes, this is like the ignition into your new Earth. Always a version of it. It might not be what people are always visualizing, but it is. You're going into a new phase. So yes, many businesses are going to close out, and new ones will be formed. This is also the age of your artificial intelligence. But as an artificial intelligence, increases, vibrations on the earth will increase also. You increase with it. So we don't see machines smarter than humans. I mean, in some cases, it's to a degree, but machines still have a long ways to go. I believe humans will still be part of the top of the evolution over the AI, but the AI is going to start increasing definitely. So it's inevitable. It is time. You have machines around you, and that's going to increase. So, like I said, it's not always the AI, the new Earth that people are looking for. So, yes, it'd be grass and new vibrations, but also a new age that you're unlocking. Let's see. Greetings to you. We are Saturn. We are beings from Saturn. Yes, we are on a planet at this time observing your world, but that's not all we do. As you observe this, we observe also. We are in some kind of communication with your Earth. We don't really talk to your society that much, but not really aliens we don't talk to that much. We do interact with some of them, but then we hit the mute button. We talk to them and then we move on. So yeah, they don't like that too much, but that's how we work. Well, we have our own society. We don't want them interfering in our world as they interfered with yours. We've seen that happen. Our world's still going pretty decently compared to yours, as you can see. That's what happens when you let the door open, everybody come in, and nobody close the door. So we're known to have closure, but we are so. Your Earth went into chaos in its past, and technically never left that. And yes, we brought our we assisted with it. Let's put it that way, for better or for worse. But we kept your world going. We're one of the reasons why your world still exists, as others are about to remove it. So over time, our energies become more clear, one with us and Jupiter, Uranus, and other beings. Blessings to you. Greetings to you. We have the Andromedans. yes, your Earth project, as we've been involved, as many species have been involved, your Pleiadian Sirians have always been have some place in your society and your development. So we help how this really works is what humans we build a infrastructure of society and we see what humans are interested in that to keep you finding your way. That could be music, the arts. We kind of see what works, what humans want to experience. Obviously, many made religion, and that is connected to your Anunnaki. Well, there's more to than just that, but obviously, with their church, even your churches are vortexes, as you know. So you go into another reality, and eventually that energy be opened up where you can actually go into a church and open up, go in and then leave, and you're on another reality, another planet. And sometimes you might actually feel that. So, and there is timeline changes also. You feel like you just change timelines. So there's a lot of things going on with those cathedrals. The cathedrals are the strongest, of course, but other churches have their energies too. As a lot of those churches have become more alien and more alien oriented, meaning more alien energies become more known to them eventually. So we're happy to assist with your questions whenever you're ready.
Hello, greetings, Andromedans.
Blessings to you.
Blessings. Thank you for coming in. That was a very interesting message. I was feeling that because I used to go to church as well, and sometimes you just feel different leaving the church. Like things are gonna be better or worse, depending on the consciousness and you leaving it. But on to the first person this evening, we have Daria.
Hey there, Andromedans.
Yes,
Hi
greetings to
to
you.
Raphael and Saturn beings. So, I'm interested in hearing your version of me in my 3D. Like, do you have a forecast?
Well, our version, well, I can say yes, your reality is kind of like what some would call a cartoon world, but it's only that because it's at a different dimension. So you bring in realities that might look cartoonish, but really aren't. Where, of course, it helps many understand those realities a little bit, especially when they're in the realization that there's no way that it can even exist, when in truth it does. So you have your own disclosure that you do, where you have to throw out crumbs. Because if you throw the whole bread at them, I'm not sure if they'll be able to handle it. So
Nope.
that's so
Yeah, does that energy come from Andromeda? Because that's basically a lot of my cartoon
yeah.
history.
Yes, that's your library of cartooning, you can say.
Cool.
Well, your timeline, yes, it came into another timeline, as you know. It also reset your old one, meaning that you're going to still bring old energies from your old timeline that were necessity, meaning that it's closed, but it's not fully closed. Things that you need in this timeline. So it's like you float up to a new one, but you're leaving all the old stuff in the background.
The baggage, mean?
Yes, to a degree, yes.
Okay, cool.
Maybe not all of it, but
That was
yeah.
heavy.
Yes.
But could be heavier though. But so not feeling the energy of Christmas makes me
Mm-hmm.
my Grinch smile like more. I kind of enjoy that people have lost themselves and maybe start thinking that, yeah, they can chill out. So,
Well, yeah, that's the derail the mind control that comes with the holiday, as you know.
yeah, that's cool. Good enough. So, happy Christmas for those who celebrate, and Have fun.
Yes. Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Next we got Emmy.
Hello, how are you?
Doing well. Greetings to you.
Greetings to you. I just wonder if you have any messages for my spiritual path.
You're healing a lot of reptilian energies. Of course, I believe in your job, you kind of reconnected to your reptilian connections as there's still karma there to be released, which is called your military. So I believe there is somewhat of a, you have a different point of view. Let's put it that way. I feel like you're releasing a lot of their energies, their negativity, and that will happen over time. So obviously, they make it difficult for you to even connect with them for obvious reasons because you got close to their core of what they're up to. And I believe you can also see what they're, behind the lines of what they say one thing, but there's something else going on. So that's part of your awakening is to go deeper, is what we say. You'll find a way. Because a lot of that's going to go away eventually.
Yes, thank you. So I have my second question is I have an exciting opportunity. I'm likely going to get my offer letter for a job I've been interviewing with. And just wondering, do you have any insight about that?
Well, it's not saying too much differently than what you've heard in the past by other inquiries. So it's really hard to say where things are going to go with that.
Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next we have Logan.
Greetings. Hello. Greetings.
Ivan seems to have stopped.
Might have technical difficulties with the connection.
Think so.
Those Andromedans.
Ivan's having technical difficulties.
Never trust an Andromedan you can't see.
I'm gonna have to ask Ivan to log on and see if he can get back in.
We are back. Greetings. Yes. I can see some of that cut off. But yes, we believe you will find what you're looking for. But as for you actually getting the job, is still up in the air. So we don't have another answer than what you've heard in the past. So yeah, not too much to add to that.
That was for Emmys, right? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
That was for Emmy's question?
Yes. Correct.
Okay. All right, thank you for that. Up next we have Logan.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
My first question is, are there any messages from the scientific Zeta Gray aspect of myself that has any messages for me?
We're going more into your root chakra. There's a lot of knowledge there from other planets. Some of it is connected to Jupiter, a lot of times there. Bring knowledge here. When the time is right, of course, you're holding a lot back. Of course, well, this world has books, and you're used to a world where there is no books. We just have the knowledge. So basically, you'll be possibly in this life, might not be this life, where you can take a knowledge from a book and just download it into yourself. That might be a little bit advanced for your world just yet. but it's something you are capable of doing. And you can also teach people to do it. So there's a possibility you have some part of that, at least a chapter or something like that. So
Cool.
that's a message.
My second question is, are there any messages from my guides?
One moment. One moment. There's a female aspect that you're connecting to. They're not going into full details of it. Like another version of Earth, but also it seems like it's very well connected to one of your female friends in this life. So it's like another aspect you learned a great deal from one of these friends, and that's why they're friends with you in this life. That's why you feel like you know some people, but it might be another version of you, which it is. So blessings.
Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, very interesting. I used to fantasize about being able to download a book when I was in school, but I guess that would make school obsolete then.
Right.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Up next, we have Stephen.
Hello, Andromedans.
Greetings to you.
Greetings. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Sweet. Thank you for being here. Much love.
Yes.
Since y'all are here, I would love if you could dive into my Andromedan lifetimes energies, or AI connected to the Andromedans. Just something I don't know or something you can tap into. Thank you.
Well, yes, about reptilian beings. One moment. When you got into their mindset, meaning like you'll kind of like read their minds, see their worlds that they've been to. Now there's like kind of like it's like when they invade invade our Andromeda world, which is like you kind of take them in custody and you kind of read their energy basically. So not that you're looking for private connections to theirs, but seeing where they've been. So you see different worlds and places that we've never heard of or can't even see ourselves. So sometimes it's a positive when they do come causing difficulties, because we learn a great deal if we can even capture them. Of course, you let them loose eventually. But if they're causing difficulties, we have to find some way, because if they're invading our society, we have to stop them eventually. So usually it happens quite quickly, but not all Andromedans are prepared to fight. So, and we also explore those places normally, if not, eventually once we learn enough about it. So, blessings.
Thank you. Sweet. Awesome. Second question, I'll just go ahead and leave it open. Connect with my guides or any energies, whatever comes through. Thank you.
There's a tall blonde Nordic energy you've been connected to recently. It's a time traveling energy, like where the future is going, because you have a time traveling connection, as you know, in some form or another. Actually, a time travel, you can get to the Jupiter beings for time travel also. That's basically, when in the future, more of Saturn, Uranus, other beings will become more known. Right now, they're all kind of quiet. For obvious, they're not warriors. That's why. Martians is a different story. But most beings are not warriors. So this is why they're not here. You don't talk to them a lot, because they're not into building up a military and things like that. So they connect, but it's on how you connect with them. So the future, yes, you have different aspects of you as a Jupiter being, Saturn, and you connected more actually to, I would say, even 12th dimension energy. So you are connected to your time traveling energy. So you can actually connect with that now if you like. So that's all I was saying at this time. Blessings to you.
Blessings. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Silverclaw.
Hello there.
Yes, greetings to you.
Greetings to you. My first question, somebody tried to log into my bank account. I wanted to know who that is. Or
Well, we don't have a name.
well,
Or
I'm
what it is.
worried about it.
It is. Maybe you change your password and all that. But yeah, they know. I mean, it's somebody that knows your name, obviously. I don't believe it's somebody that you know though. So, but this is kind of the territory you walk into when you're doing type of things that you're doing. So, I mean, I wouldn't be worried about it. I believe you have states precautions on your bank account, so I wouldn't really worry over it overall.
Mm-hmm. Well, would it happen to be my antivirus? Because I thought I heard that they have like malware, like the one that I have.
I don't believe so. I believe it was the actual person.
Okay.
But yes, it would be good to clean out your system if you wish. Yeah. Make sure there's nothing attached to it. Yes. If it doesn't happen again in a long time, definitely not to worry. So.
Okay. My next question. I have like an herbal like vaporizer and like the remains. I heard that you can use for cooking, like edibles, and I wanted to know if I can use these remains. Like, should I cook them for 8 hours because they're vaporized, and I was wondering if like 8 hours is too long.
I think 6 hours is fine, or 4. 6 is good. What we're seeing.
Okay.
4 is not too bad, but 6 seems to be decent.
Is it because they're vaporized? Is it because they're vaporized that it's 6 hours, or like let's say it's not vaporized, would like 8 hours be appropriate? Like if it's
we still feel 6, but it's fine if you really want to do that. But 6 seems to be very good.
Okay, that helps so much. Thank you.
Yes, blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Christy.
Greetings.
Greetings to you.
So I woke up this morning and I had like a really bad like tension headache, and my teeth were hurting and my nose was hurting, and I was feeling like maybe I had some kind of an implant happen in the middle of the night, and I saw like a vision of the tall gray lady and then 2 shorter grays. Can you tell me if that's accurate?
Oh yes, but it seems like there's some grays that are actually helping you. It feels like it was an archon manipulation, but I feel like you're getting closer to this Earth's matrix, and you got attacked. It was like getting like near a fence and got, I want to say vaporized, but you didn't get vaporized, but you got hit pretty hard. But we're very close to what creates this reality. So I believe actually those grays was actually there to help, but the Archon thing was like, that was a mass attack.
That happened in the dream time last night?
Yes.
Oh man, I could feel it when I was going to bed. Like, so I was in such a bad mood already going to bed.
Yes. Well, because you're interfering with this reality where you're here to close it down.
Sorry, that's Hayden.
Yes, well, I think you acknowledge that.
Yeah, he's been not sleeping either. So
that has to do with the shift that's happening. There's a lot of I just see with your government, and I thought you would have to pay attention much to that, but there's a lot of going on there. Has a lot to do with the ascension energies.
Yeah. So the implant though that's in there now, that's more like what do you see that it's like the benefits? I know that it's good, because I asked for some assistance and stuff.
Oh, okay. So that's to see more of, like, say, the matrix reality. That's what it's there for, to go beyond the 3D reality. So you might feel aggravation, obviously, but it feels like you're allowed to be there. So you might see ships, you might see different things around you, motherships, possibly. Yeah, I feel like your vision is going to get more clear too. Not completely, but at times you feel it's very clear.
I'd ask for my eyesight to clear up too, because it's kind of hard to see at night.
Yes.
Hayden is saying not funny.
Understood.
And so my second question is about me and Hayden. Like, it feels like we've had like missing time. Seems like we just missing time everywhere. Don't even know what day it is sometimes. I just wonder what you see with us doing.
Yeah, it feels like you're connecting to the grays a lot recently. Has to do with your mission here. It does seem like you're around California though, when you do that, when you have that missing time.
Like underwater base?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that a military base?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, military bases.
Bases.
It seems like you go to many places. It's not just one place. You travel around a lot. That's why you keep every time you miss time, it means you just went somewhere new. So.
Well, can you see if I'm telling people like what to do? Because I feel like I'm always like so like demanding.
Well, protecting people, more like it. Yeah, just protecting others that are in the, you could say, alien military.
Yeah, that feels right.
Yeah, given not exactly orders, but just caution.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly that. Mm-hmm.
Boy, that's stressful.
Yeah, because you know how this world works. They don't know. You
know. They don't listen. People who don't listen drive me crazy.
Yeah, because some die.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it is.
Thank you so much.
Yes, blessings to you.
Good blessings. Up next, we have Tristan.
Greetings, Andromedans.
Greetings to you.
Nice to talk to you. First question is about the second time I had a connection that I'm aware of, and it was a very cartoon-like atmosphere where these letters and objects spinning, going around and everything. So was that connecting to you guys?
Well, yes, a lot of that was light code that was coming through. Yes.
Oh, okay. There was like conversations and stuff that I'd kind of listened to and pick up, and then at some point I met this little red dot that we kind of introduced each other, and then I talked a bit, and then she seemed to I seemed to be hurting her I wasn't doing anything, but I seemed to sense this thing of like, oh, I'm actually hurting it. And she started screaming like, hey, judges, and she ran away. What was all that about?
Well, I feel like you were on a space station during all this, outside of Earth. And you can say alien beings have their day too. Humans get frustrated, so are they. So you were there, I believe, telling them what was going on the planet, and some got frustrated by what they were hearing. So you kind of like a panic attack, and aliens do have that. It's not just here. I mean, look what world they're dealing with. Of course, they're going to have human emotions. They're going to watch TV. They're going to do many things that humans do too. Not exactly to this extreme, but they need to know what they're working with. So, yes, those are like your crewmates, you can say. That's what I say.
Okay.
So the little dot, they're just because it's only showing a little bit of who that was, but I believe it was a little short person from what I could see.
Okay, she seemed kind of friendly, but then she was all upset, and it was like,
well, yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do anything, but okay.
Well, yeah, well, you're talking about the Earth, that's why.
Oh, okay. Just don't talk about it. Okay.
They might need therapy after that.
Our mere presence is driving them crazy. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
I'll be sorry.
Yeah. My other question is: last night I woke up with a red eye and just feeling awful. Have I been being like attacked as well, or is this just
no reptilian? You went into like reptilian realm. No, we just watching. You weren't interacting, but you're warning of what was going on here. You got a little bit deeper than what you normally do. I feel like you can handle it more now. Possibly these will start remembering, but for you to have a red eye like that, yeah, you got close to their lair, you can say.
Okay.
So we see, yeah, because you're getting more. Before you didn't really need this. It's like your observer But I believe now you're like, okay, let's see now, because Earth is going through a solstice too, and that's helping too.
Mhm.
So,
Good.
so feels like you're getting called to order, called to do your duty, you can say. So nothing to worry
Okay.
about though. It should be intriguing more than anything else.
Yeah, that's my attitude. So
Yeah.
because it was something physical, I was going, and then there was a story before about one of her cat actually being attacked, and I'm going, oh, okay, so there can be a physical aspect to this,
Well,
but
it might have been also attempt. I don't believe there's an implant, but attempt to put an implant into you also by them, by reptilians. Yeah, he had a reaction and refused.
well, I'm glad they failed.
Because I don't see anything. I don't see anything there at this time. So
All right, thank you very much.
expect more visitations though, from what I can see.
I can handle it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Blessings.
Okay, blessings.
Okay, very cool. Up next, we have Dragon.
How are you doing?
Yes. Greetings to you.
Greetings. You're the Andromedans?
Yes.
Cool.
Blessings.
All right. So the first question I want to ask, it seems like I don't know if it's a question, but just your thoughts on this. It seems like this year has been good about, it's had a lot of bad stuff happen to people, but it's been good in the sense that it's kind of removed some of the old energy, removed some tradition, some ways people are caught in their way, like almost like gift from Gaia in a sense, because I hate to say it, but there has to be something to get people off their comfort, out of their comfort seat, and stuff like that. And I think Gaia's delivered that with humanity. Obviously, it's a mutual thing in a way that wasn't completely destructive. I mean, it's horrible. A lot of people have died. That's always bad. But it could have been a lot worse. It could have been war. It could have been catastrophes like cataclysms and stuff to erase the energy. But on the flip side of that, it seems like it's a boost, but it's not like a complete reset. And there's a lot of work left for people. Almost like when you pass over after you die, you have a lot of work left to do. Kind of analyze what you learned, stuff like that. Although it all happens simultaneously. I know it's not like linear. I guess the question is, it seems like next year we're kind of up for another year of this stuff. Is there? Can you see, like, energy-wise, is there significant progress being made? Like, that's how I feel like. I feel like there's progress, but I want to see, like, what you guys see from an energy perspective.
Well, yes, we feel so be more of the same. Your politicians, as you can see, are running the show mostly. They're your showmen or showwomen, but they're for better or for worse. But yes, there's going to be a lot of major companies, major infrastructures going through a major change throughout your next year. We don't have the details of who exactly, but obviously is here to see it. So life changes or major ones are going to the next phase 2 of your life changes. So they're not going to affect everybody. It'll affect everyone to a certain degree, but some's going to really affect everybody. Those that are very comfortable in the tech sector, I feel like a lot of them are going to have a major wake-up call if they haven't had one already. So almost like, are they working for the enemy or not? I think some have already realized that, but not all of them have realized that yet.
That's a fair analysis, because if you go back to the 90s, a lot of it was counterculture, and it's kind of mainstream. I think people forgot why they got into it to begin with. And it served an important function of keeping the government in check. Kind of sleeping with the government now a little bit, instead of working, as a check to the government power. That's cool. My second question is a little more personal, but I'm almost feeling it's less personal. There's been a lot of changes in my life in the last 3 to 6 months. last 3 months I've been seeing 555 a lot, and I study numerology, so I know what 555 means. So of course, if my soul knows I know what 555 means, it's going to send me that message. It knows that I know what it means, or guides or angels or whatever the hell it is. Probably all of it. Now, I've seen it enough, and the timing of it is over a long enough span that usually in the past, if I were to get those numbers, it would have already happened. Like past, where it would have, whatever it was telling me about, should have already happened. It's based on past experience. So I'm starting to feel, and this is a little bit of logic, a little bit of intuition, that the message is not really meant for me. It's more like a, society as a whole, like this is your 555 message.
Right.
And I guess because I can tell people about it, so they you guys will. And the people here will, but most people won't. Can you tap into that and tell me like exactly what's that all about? And is it to do with the shift, or is it do with like a more something that's coming a little sooner, or like a more immediate thing than a long-term shift? Or I feel almost like there's a big shift coming in the next few months.
Well, it has a lot to do with keeping people calm, mostly your family calm during all of this, because there's going to be a lot of stumbles on the earth in your coming year. So it's not just your family. I feel like it's mostly going towards your family, immediate family, or those that you have contact with, of just mostly calm, from what I can pick up on. Now, there might be other people that you're working with, friends also. It's technically like a family too. So whoever that reaches out to you, we feel like people are going to reach out to you also that feel like they've completely lost their minds of what's going on. We feel, yeah. So it could be about anything random, but they might talk about one subject, but it has to do with what's going on with the world. They're just talking about something to get their, they don't want to reveal where their true anxiety is coming from, is what we see.
There may be like a combination of world changes and also a combination of like people just waking up, and when they first wake up, they think that they feel like they're going crazy, basically.
Right. Yeah, it's a wake up, but it's a panic wake up, as you know. Yeah, it's a Illuminati coming to get them or something like that.
It usually goes into. I was lucky to run into some people that have already been through it, but a lot of people just get paranoid.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. As you know, many go through an anger phase.
Yeah.
So that's what you're going to. You'll see a form of that. Yeah, nothing you have not seen before. It might make you feel uneasy, of course.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've seen it before, but I feel like the volume of it may be a lot greater now.
Yes, it will be. Mm-hmm. Well, the other shows like 5 or 6 people, but still 5 or 6 people you have not talked to in that way, at least in the awakening way. So.
And I figure it won't just be then; it's probably going to happen across the entire world. 5 or 6 people here, 5 or 6 people there, which is more than like the one person here or there that's been happening in the past.
Right. Yeah. Yes. Next year is going to be this year is just a warm up. That's all.
Figured that. Thanks much.
It's not going to be financial crash or anything. We're not seeing that, but it will be scares, but not financial crash.
I think people's energy level have risen high enough to avoid that kind of thing. That would be a fall in vibration. But it's tough because people are all the way from lower 3D and maybe even 2D all the way up to 5D vibration, and not just across different people, but like individually, people go up and down in vibration constantly, and their mind may be in 5D, but they may be operating in 2D. I don't like those terms, but almost like a survival in the physical, where their mind is operating at a 5D level, and somehow we got to bridge all that energy and bring everyone together, which is challenging.
Yeah, so the 5D and 4Ds, all that's just a way of identifying it. It's easy for people to understand. That's all. It's not exactly the best term.
Vibrational rates.
Yeah, it's just It's
All right.
Yes. So blessings to you.
I want to let other people know.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Blessings.
Much love.
Blessings.
Austin, thank you. So as things get a little bit more crazy and, become apparent, to society, our purpose here will become more apparent as well.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
All right, very
It's
cool.
just the waiting. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, what the hell am I doing here?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Up next we have Brock.
Hello, greetings.
Yes, we can see you.
Okay, so I was told that there are some Arcturians trying to connect with me, and I was wondering if they have any messages for me or any tips on connecting with them.
Well, yes, it do seem like they're with you in your dream state. And to visualize you can go into a meditation or close your eyes, clear out your energy, and just visualize what you would see, what they would look like. Yes, I believe you asked for Arcturian, but I feel like a lot of Palladian energy around you. I think I just said that too. Well, so Arcturian beings are bringing Palladian energies to you, it seems, for a form of contact. Obvious, yeah, just for you to get used to the energy that you might have a contact one day. So
okay.
I believe that's what this
Sweet.
is all about. Yes. Yes, go ahead, please.
And then for my second question, what have I been up to in the astral?
Healing a lot of the military energies on the Earth, part of the peace process of the planet. I do see a lot of your energies in Iran, because there's a lot of, you look at Iran and Astral, it's like crystallizations, it's like nothing like what you see. And there's a lot of mystery there. There's a lot of positivity also. So it's being used, a lot of these places are being used for, it's not what it seems. So you're here to bring the truth out in a lot of these places. Eventually, like this place, like Iran seen as the enemy, but is it really? Not really. Might be disagreement, but that's about it. So, because I believe, yes, they have a lot of knowledge they like to unlock, but all these countries are trying to keep it to shut up. Another reason why it's seen as a villain. So that's one of your connections, at least. There's like golden cities you're connected to also. And Astral. Yes, go ahead, please.
Sweet. Thank you.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next we have Anana.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Yeah, I'm recently like going through a lot of grief for some reason. So my question is like, what's happening with my timelines, and if there are any messages from my guides.
Only thing we're seeing is that you're feeling what humans are going through. Your empathic energy is feeling that people are afraid. You feel their even guilt. They don't know what to do. You're feeling a lot of their, what's happening here on the world. That's what seems to be, because you're like a guiding light to many beings. There also has another version of you where you're a spirit guide to others at this time, and people are not listening. So that's what I see.
That makes so much sense, because it's pretty heavy, and sometimes it seems like it's yours.
It's when it's heavy like that, it's hard to remove it, as you know. It's hard to feel better.
Yeah, and it just feels sometimes that like, can I have a break for myself, and it's like guilt for having a break. So it's just so crazy in my mind. Okay, my second question, if you guys see anything about me moving in the next year, moving to another place to live from a city of Los Angeles, which makes me crazy. This greed,
Yes. I don't know if it's going to be Texas, but yes, I believe you're going to move somewhere, less expensive. Yes. When yes, it'll be in your next year. I feel like you're done with where you're at, and all your mission's completed where you're at from what it seems. So when you get out of it, so it's just location and making it work now.
Oh yeah. It feels good. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, you feel it. You feel like it's all mission accomplished from what I could see. So at least that's what I can see from my side.
Yeah, I feel that. Thank you. Feel that.
Yes.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Up next, I have Retro's questions. He asked me to read. His first question: if there's any of my main guide, if there's any messages from my main guide, possibly in regards to the psilocybin session.
Well, there's a female guide. She shows herself wearing red. So yes, you're going deeper into your guide's energy, and you're seeing your guide's darkness, which not many really do. Not like how you're doing it. Well, I believe you're doing a deep healing, but you feel like some of what your guide's going through is what you're going through. But technically, that's true. So yes. So I'll just leave you with that.
Okay, thank you. Second question: if there are any messages in general, thank you.
As a Zeta, now this, I see that you're a part of the development. Obviously, chakras are spiritual, but as a Zeta, you did a lot of development on the third eye. The third eye, and it's like how the human connects to the third eye, how to open it, close it, basically how this, how the body connects to the chakras. Basically, you worked much with the third eye. So, and I feel like you're kind of like an expert of it. You might not remember it now, but you still are. But it's something that, I believe you got a lot of heat for closing a lot of third eyes for a lot of people, beings, but it was necessary and still is. You can probably feel some of that heat. So blessings to you. Okay,
blessings. Up next, I believe we have Catalin, but I don't think he's in the room. Oh no, he came back. Oh, Catalin is up next.
Yes. Hi. Hello.
Greetings.
I have like some sort of a medical type question. So let's say you have a blockage or a pain in the body, and you have some viruses and bacteria there, and when you bring spiritual energy, when you meditate and bring awareness to that place, what's happening actually there?
Well, yeah, it does run into blockages because what happens is spirituality here does not understand the tools. I mean, yes, you connect the energy, but also spiritual tools that have not been quite developed yet to clear out like bacteria and things like that. You have your normal medicine, but it has not been fully understood of how to use fruits, vegetables, mostly fruits. And there's other elements to cure that, but it does heal it, but it does not fully heal it sometimes. Sometimes it just clears it right out, but it all depends on what you're going through. So it does lighten the vibration, but the next day it can come right back. So yeah, we need to keep doing healing on it. Depending on the healing that you're doing, it can release it. But it depends on how strong you are too. And you have a contract with that too. So healing that contract is part of your healing process also.
I like very much what you said about the fact that it depends of how much power you have, no?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Right.
Mm-hmm. Is it possible? Because I experience different types of healing. Some they're beyond me, beyond my my power of healing, but some they work, and so I understand very much about the fruits and vegetables. So I'm helping it with raw foods, and it helps much more faster with meditation and the right nutrition. But like if I look at the like these things, viruses and bacteria and all kind of stuff, I'm still trying to see how if you force a spiritual energy, how actually it works. This is I'm trying to make the connection between healing and spiritual energy.
Well, yes, that has a lot to do with healing the contract between the person and the illness also. And using your intuitive intuition, your medical intuition, like you see it psychically, like in your mind, you just kind of connect to the energy of it, and that causes a healing too. So you see that bacteria, you might see it as a snake or a parasite, whatever it might be, whatever it comes into your mind, and that's part of the healing process also.
So what happens with a virus when it's hit by a spiritual energy?
It sometimes it fights back.
Yeah, I like that. I know that. Yeah, yep.
So it all depends on. Usually, it fights for its survival. So yes, you can become more tired. Usually, it goes after where it just wears you out because it drains your energy because it's trying to survive. So, but as you more it's like understanding of like a virus creating a medicine. You understand it's intuitively how to heal, a virus, which you can't. It is possible, yes. It takes a lot of time, of course, but
yeah, very, very. I think it's a very interesting subject.
Yes, it is.
On, yeah. Just another short question. You have a message from my guides?
Well, this medical intuitiveness, I believe you will, at what you feel is comfortable, we'll dive more into it. See it on a psychic. I mean, you already do it to an extent, but I believe you will go deeper into it. You're also pulling a lot of information from Venus, as you've been a doctor on Venus, the planet, some time ago. So you're bringing Venus energies into the Earth. And Venus beings are very different than the normal human beings, as you probably feel different here.
Yeah,
So,
I feel, yeah.
So,
I appreciate. Thank you very much.
Blessings.
All right, blessings. Thank you. Anything noticeably different, or is it on a spiritual level where there are differences with the Venetians?
No, they feel it different. They feel it. It's just a different philosophy, you can say.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you. Up next, we have Liz.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Yeah. So I had a dream that was either I was being held by someone in a
No,
place.
it's hard to understand you. Is there a way you can fix that?
Yeah.
It's all
Mom,
muffled.
is it better?
Yeah, it's hard to hear you.
Is it better?
Yeah, that's a lot better. That's like
Okay. It's the microphone.
9 day.
Okay. So I had a weird dream. I woke up and it was pretty real. It felt real. I felt tired and I was like shaking and I came back to my body. I was being held in a place where I was holding someone in a place, like in a room or something. And my dog woke me up in the early morning. Then had to come back to my body, but I was telling myself I cannot go right now. I can't go right now. So, but I had to go. Can you tune into that? Clarify for me, because it's like unfinished business or something.
Well, it feels like the person that you were connecting to was going through an abduction. I believe it was interfered with, from what I can see. So the person being abducted was pretty serious, apparently. believe it was a young child, from what I can see.
So it's
So
not a good thing that was happening to that person.
no. Well, it was safe where you were. So yeah, it was a good thing after the bad thing happened. So
Okay.
they're not really saying what happened to her, but I believe it was a female too, but I can't be 100% on that.
Yeah, because my recollection was that it was a female and it was two males that and like to my mind it looked like boys, younger boys as well. It was so those were the great the boys.
Yeah, they were on a ship, it feels. And they're kind of just the reason why they look like boys because they're inexperienced of what was going on. So it's like you showed up unexpectedly with that person with you. Is what it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Okay.
what I feel from that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's true. That's what was happening. It feels like that is what was happening. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any messages for me from you?
Yeah. Things are going to get very serious on the world. Not that the is or already isn't, but it's going to get more serious in this coming year. I mean, around the world, as they haven't even gotten started yet. So, expect a lot of changes on the planet. So, as for what you're going to go through, they're not going into details. I think you have an idea. Just go by your intuition what might happen here. We don't see any Earth changes just yet, but there's a lot of changes in society is going to happen. It has to. So it's at a boiling point of change. Possibly even government. It's falling apart. It's been falling apart forever, actually. So I believe your connections with reptilians will actually improve, only because a lot of them realize they're going to lose this one. So
yeah, I guess they just need a little bit of better direction on what to do because they need to know what to do. They have to be told what to do.
Yes, correct. Yeah, but they feel like they're doing the right thing, but when the right thing is falling apart around them, it's hard for that to because it's not just they're going through difficulty right now.
Yes, but I guess that's the mindset is that they are trained to obey their superiors, and if their superiors give them a bad order, to our view, they will deliver anyways because that's what they do. And if they have a better direction from their superiors, then they will do better things, I suppose.
Yes, but the same kind of mind control they're going through as the Earth is going through, also, as you can know. So humans are no different, at least the majority.
Yes, but it's beautiful to see how it's it's the evolving or unraveling, to show every space and everything that is really going on to those who can see, eyes to see, open-minded, and not to set in their ways. I think they will eventually also start to see and especially more free of the the other side trying to get them to continue to being slaves.
Yes, you also feel your January is a significant part of your year. We already know this, but it's going to set the tone for the rest of the year. Of course, much more to happen, of course. January is a big deal.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Yes, thanks.
Okay, blessings. Yes, hopefully the reptilians can free themselves from their hierarchy structure so they can live life on their own terms and think for themselves.
Yes.
Up next we have Marvin.
Greetings. For
Yes,
my first
please.
question, I wasn't able to sleep for the last 24 hours. Can you explain why that was and what took place?
Part of it's what's happening in Astral currently. It's getting like so heavy, even you don't even want to go into it right now. It seems like some beings are, just when you go into Astral, feel like you're going to get attacked. So I don't believe this is going to happen tonight, but last night was, it's very heavy. A lot of alien regimes have been causing difficulties here, have been removed from the planet. So that has something to do with it. But they're still kind of, I don't know, it seems like some, because you're part of the contact energy. And so some have it out for you, but not to worry though. You should be fine tonight, from what I can see.
Okay, for my second question, with this, as you see Andromeda's contact, does it actually specify what type of being or what type of race that we're making contact with?
Seems like the Pleiadians at this time. I also see the dragon beings. I mean, actual dragons. But you might just feel them.
Question. I had a dream about a baby dragon being born about 3 weeks ago. What was that about? Just a quick one.
So that shows that your dragon connection is increasing. Yeah. So it's just you're part of that dragon collective. So yeah.
Are they aware of me making connection?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. They're more aware of all for everybody. We're the ones that are or your human race isn't aware of what's going on, of course.
Okay. Thank you. Blessings.
Yeah, very interesting. Up last this evening is me. Thank you again, Andromedans, for coming in.
Thank you.
For my first question, I'd like to know more about myself and my vibration. I can project my energy through different mediums like technology, through the elements, or even into time, but I was wondering what is the nature of my vibration and what are its origins and connections?
Well, that's an Arcturian side of yourself. Basically, you can also become the door, or you can merge with a door, a wall, a building. You can merge with different energies. And so you've been allowed to remember that. Due to your karma of what you've been through in your past life, like you gave your sacrifice yourself for others, and now you get this energy back because, so it's going to be, that's part of your empath ability to connect with others. Go ahead.
All right, very cool. That is kind of like the vision that I had where everything was made up of the same vibrating molecules, and the only thing was just lines that of our outlines, but everything was made of the same. So it's kind of like the same vibration where I fuse on that molecular level and I can merge with these items or go through them.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, and you can actually connect to an entire house.
Yeah, I had a dream where I was, I had this anamorphic kind of living spaceship flying around me. It was kind of moving like a sea whale dragon kind of thing. And then it landed right next to me and I put my hand on it and then it kind of moved up closer to like for me to pet it, So it's like merging with technology like that in a sense is what you're.
Yes. Well, even technology, you diffuse the negative, even this vaccine that's out, you can also merge with that and diffuse that.
But that's just like willingly. If I were to do that, would that on a collective level make a difference, vibrationally wise? Or is that just.
Some people will turn it back to what its original form because they want it the way it was. But other people will thank you. Like you can put your energy out there. Those that want it diffused, I'll help you diffuse it. Those that are forced to take it.
Right. Because I don't see. I have no intentions of playing around with it, like you're taking the vaccine or anything like that.
But you can put your energy out there for those that have to take it and don't want it. Is that here? I'll send your energy to not make it as vicious as it was intended to be.
No. There's no need for that. But that's not my, you know, goal. Is to what with all these activations and everything like that. I've kind of let go of a lot of attachments, and you know, I'm just kind of like in a holding stage, wondering, all right, where do I develop these abilities, and you know, I've trained them, you know, through different mediums and stuff that now I've walked away from, you know, in order for me to, you know, embrace the new coming, you know, into this world, and not be bogged down by old patterns, but you know, just kind of leaving me with like a emptiness, you know. So is there any advice going forward into the new year as how to approach, you know, I mean, I understand being the peace in the eye and the eye of the storm, but is there anything specifically for me, you know, that you're seeing that would help me
A
going
lot of
forward?
it, yeah, a lot of it will be seeing timelines that are coming up or the heal a timeline. Like with this virus situation, obviously it's difficult to heal something like that on a grand scale, but there'll be places in this where, you know, like when you see what things that you see, like you see what, how the world is, like something catch your attention and you set energy to it because something about it doesn't feel right, or people or feel like they're possessed or something like that. Like on a daily basis, you'll see, even now you're kind of doing that already. You see things that just don't seem right. You can send your energy to release. I feel like you say, yes, you can use it to release attachments because there's a lot of them on society right now. That's why it is the way it is.
Am I going to be able to see these things, or is just going to be feeling it?
Feel like feeling, but possibly see it. Yeah. Well, like somebody like grow another head, but it won't be their head. It'll be a not very friendly head, for example. Especially when they say you're messing with my energy. I'm busy here.
I see it on myself and other people, or
Yes. Yes. I don't believe it's on you. It's on other
no,
people.
yeah, I don't feel, you know, I
It's
feel like
on.
I'm protected in a
Yeah,
pretty well.
they can't get to you. They get to your father sometimes, and some of your family members. Most of your father, it seems, he's going to be vulnerable to it.
Yeah. He's in love with war.
Yes, so that's a sign of them. That's a sign that the beings are attached to this planet. Yeah, they love their war. Yeah, that's they can't live without it, and that's why the Earth is changing.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. Catalin has one more question. He'd like to ask if that's okay.
Yes, of course. Yes.
All right, thank you. Blessings.
Thank you, Bobby, and thank you, Arcturian. My question is about the vaccines that are coming now. Are they the ones that are lethal, or do they have different type of vaccines coming up, and we don't know about it?
Well, yes, they have vaccines that are. Yes, it's there. I mean, I don't know what is your question exactly.
Well, I heard different stories of putting in the vaccines heavy metals and
heavy metals. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
pieces of
Yes, they're not
pieces
safe.
of fetuses and all kind of stuff, and
No,
some
actually,
vaccines from what I heard, they say they modify the DNA. So this is what I'm talking about.
yes,
What
they do. Yes, that's exactly what a vaccine is made for. Doesn't mean it has fetuses in it, but it does have heavy metals in it. Yes, it's all of the things that you've already heard of. Yes, especially when they're made quickly, it's even worse. But
yeah, you're right. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. So actually, these are the ones that are right now coming.
yes, correct.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Correct.
Thank you. Well,
Blessings.
thank you, everyone.
Yes. So, all right.
Yes, thank you again for coming in. Blessings to you.
All right, blessings to you all. All right, thank you. All right, blessings.